Hello, mortals. This is the Booktube Goddess, the #1 drag queen booktuber on YouTube, doing a Get Ready With Me where I put makeup on this mug and hope something happens so I can film some videos today. And we have Lynette. Thank you for being here, Lynette. Um, Someone can't make it today and was kind enough to mention that on my Instagram. By the way, I have an Instagram. I don't know if you know that, but if hey, Britta's here. Hey, Britta. Um, but Lori sent me a message on Instagram saying that she couldn't make it today, and I really appreciate that. You really don't have to, but it is appreciated. Today, it's going to be exciting, at least for me, because I got a new wig. I actually ordered two new wigs, but only one of them has arrived. But you'll see a wig at the end of this that you've never seen before. Spoiler alert, um, it's white. I've always wanted like a stark white wig. And because as you can see, I get a few gray wigs, but I wanted a stark white wig. So let me know what you think. But yes, more people have showed up. Kelly's here. Thank you for coming, Kelly. Julie is here. Um, yeah, Britta knows I'm on Instagram. Oh, is it? I don't know when it starts here. I lose track. I know it's in October. Spring forward, fall back. Gosh, thank you for coming so early. Wow. Yes, and a new wig. Yes, 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 yes. So I was thinking about doing an all purple today. I look. My eyebrows went crazy today. There was a video by Wilma Fingerdew. She's been, she popped on a couple of live streams, but she was doing nose contour and then did like this eyebrow tutorial at the end. So I was trying a few different things with my eyebrows. They went terribly wrong, but then I'll just clean them up. So, uh, but we're going to try purple. I'm sorting through to see what I have that's purple. Of course, I have Willy Wonka, but this is sort of a sparkly purple. I want something matte. Okay, I'm going to go with this light purple here. I think in the past, though, it hasn't really shown up. But let's use, it's a good brush to use. Let's use this brush. Trying these new cheap brushes. Okay, so where are we? Yes, I'm excited to show you. So I think did I tell you I finished Under the Whispering Door? Well, I finished it, and I was thinking about doing a video today. Um, it's it's not my favorite book. I'll just say that. I gave it 3 stars on Goodreads. My problem with it, and it does have a good ending. I think Lynette, you're saying you like the ending a lot, and it did get to me. But I've sort of come up in my head of T.J. Klune being like the Disney of writers, of fantasy writers, because his characters are just such caricatures of real people, and there's no real shades of gray. It's all very over the top, Pollyanna, um, people that you probably wouldn't ever see in your real life because they're just so like goody two shoes. If you get what I'm saying, because I was saying of how saccharine the writing I felt was in the middle, and nothing was happening. So for me, it's hard for me to recommend that book to anyone. But I can see if you've liked House in the Cerulean Sea, you may like this one. If you didn't like House on the Cerulean Sea, you definitely will not like Under the Whispering Door. But I have to admit, the ending did work insofar as Clune, like Disney, knows how to sort of manipulate and pull those strings to really get you at the end. And it did get me at the end. It's just the journey to get there. I don't know. But again, that could just be totally me because I know some of you guys have liked it. I know people are liking it. Okay, problem with these light shades is I don't know if they show up on camera. I can definitely see them. Yep. The wig is in the it's taking a little jog. She'll be around at the end. Oh, he started Wild Seed. I hope you enjoyed that. Its characters are a bit sickly sweet. I liked Wallace when he was nasty. I think he became a little too nice at the end. Yeah, it was. I really liked the beginning. He's almost a Scrooge type, over the top, mean, nasty character. But here's the thing with Scrooge, if you've read the Dickens or seen the movies, um, it's a short story. It's a short, might be a novella or something, but it's a short read, and there's the three parts where you can see the progression of introspection in the past and looking at the present and then seeing the future, and you can see its progression. For me, Under the Whispering Door, the progression where he goes from Scrooge to Mr. Christmas is seems to happen before the midpoint of the book. I mean, it gets there really quick, and then it's spinning its wheel. For me, it was spinning its wheels, um, talking about the nature of death and his relationship with Hugo. So it didn't have in my opinion, it didn't have a real gradual character arc. Oh, but I have started reading The Inheritance of Orchidia Divina, and I love that book so far. I'm halfway through. I think I'm over half the way through, but I love that book. Actually, Britta, I think you would like The Inheritance. I don't know why I'm thinking of you, but I think everyone here would like the Inheritance of Orchidia Divina. Um, it's it takes place in the United States, even though there's some flashbacks to Ecuador. Um, but it has that quality. I don't know if you've read any of the magical realism from Latin countries, but has that sort of emphasis on families and characters and really uh, developing relationships among family members. It's really focused on that. Uh, I don't think it's really magical realism because The magic part is so fantastic and fabulous that um, you can't really call it realism, in my opinion. Um, but it remind there is this author. Who am I thinking of? Like you can read my mind. Who am I thinking of? Um, what's the book? Egypt. John Crowley. John Crowley. Egypt. I don't know if you've read that, but it's giving me that type of vibe. Um, it's a good Britta Bowler. Oh, oh, Wild Seed. Yeah, yeah. I need to get further than 20 pages in. I really like Wild Seed. Finished the book about Douglas Mawson. Good book, but I won't recommend to any people get upset over. Is that the one about the Antarctic explorer? Yeah. E. Lauren had a book review on Cujo, which I remember reading. I don't remember that many details about it, but it was 100 years ago. But I, the one thing I remembered is when the dog got bit by bats. That's how he got rabies. I felt so sorry for the dog. Don't get me started on Pet Cemetery. Yay, Cappuccino is here. Oh, I keep forgetting about that. That sounds interesting. Oh my God, Wilma Fingerdew's here. I don't know if you heard Wilma, but if you're still here, I was doing these eyebrows following some inspiration from your eyebrow tutorial. It went completely wrong, and and I've had to block out a lot of my mistakes. But and I loved your nose contour video. The only good little Indians. I kind of want to read that serial killer one. Yeah, the Huskies. Dogs are now banned from Antarctica. Everyone's excited to see Wilma. Okay, so yeah, this is supposed to be a lilac purple, but I don't know if you see it in camera. Oh, thank you, Wilma. You are too kind. Starting good little Indians. Oh, thank you. And I always cut my cheeks. I always say, oh, I'm not going to contour as heavy today. And then it ends up being too heavy. uh, okay, so let's go shade darker. Actually, I'm going to use this other palette. The thing about purples, they either are too soft or too. It's either going to be this lavender shade, or then it goes to grape. Okay. Oh, anyway, the inheritance of Divinia Orchidea, or Orchidea Divina. Definitely has some feels of magical realism, but definitely fantasy. But I am enjoying it quite a bit. Also listening to Cold Moon over Babylon. He wrote the screenplay for Beetle. Oh, he died of AIDS. So many, for those of us who were around in the 80s and 90s, there's AIDS was devastating. And I don't know if you guys are watching the, well, I'm sure Wilma is, the Drag Race UK, but one of the uh, contestants is a young person with HIV. And it told the story of how it's not a death sentence anymore. And, but still dealing with a lot of the psychological trauma that goes along with it. Not to mention what other people in society still think about those who are HIV positive. But just to say that things have changed in the last, geez, 30 years, 35 years. Um, but we lost so many bright lights during that time. And it was Michael McDowell. Okay, I don't know either of them. Southern. Oh, I'm looking for a horror story. I am enjoying it. When you think of Las Vegas and how hot it is and dry, that's usually just around 2 or 3 months of the year. And as people that live here have told me, once um, September rolls around, the temperature becomes much more palatable. And so far so good. So far I'm enjoying it. Yeah, yeah. If you haven't seen Wilma's, if you like RuPaul and haven't seen Wilma's Finger Do reviews, check it out. Yay, Fit to Be Red's here. Went to so many first funerals in the 80s and 90s. Yeah. Okay, so I can definitely see it on camera, but I'm going to go one shade darker. Hmm. Okay, just going to do it. Let's just do it. So far, the drag race shows I like. I think more consistently is the Drag Race UK show. I don't know why. Well, I could hate it by the end of the new season, but oh, I went down a little low on that. See what I'm saying? It's like lavendery up here, and then it goes to grape. But actually, I'm not mad at this. I just overwhelmed all the other colors by accident. Okay. I'm just going to connect this. I don't know what I'm doing now. Okay. Just went all the way around. How are we doing? Kelly, did you like Elderly Lady? She is certainly quite a unique character. I want to read them both. You just finished The Winner. I don't know what EOMWU for September. End of month wrap up. I figured it out for once. I love Something Wicked This Way Comes. That's the Bradbury. It's probably my favorite Bradbury novel or longer work. I know Fahrenheit 451's probably has more of a message, but Something Wicked's kind of his. I think it's a middle grade story. I love the carousel. It's my favorite part. Okay, we're just going to cut the crease and hope for the best. Cut it down from, oh, your wrap up. How many books did you read? That's a sounds like a lot of wrapping up. It's on my 80 TBR list. Yeah, I haven't read it in a long time too. Oh, you had an emotional react. Isn't that great when a book does that? Okie dokie. I feel like I'm the messiest person when applying makeup. But what does it matter if it looks good at the end? No comments from the peanut gallery. See, I always regret because this side is so more wrinkly than the other side. Is it true it's because that's the side you sleep on? Okay. Well, it's going to have to do. It's going to have to do. Okay. Kelly, the tag I just mentioned was an hour. I could only get it down to 39. Oh, what's the tag? Oh, I'm so excited. I love getting tagged. I'm waiting for the prompts for nonfiction November. Can only get it down to 39 minutes. Yeah, it's hard. Oh, here's my editing journey. I did another Star Trek video on the writers of the original series, and it was on DC Fontana. And so, you know me over editing, but I was like bringing in clips from the different episodes. And it was the first time I ever got a YouTube block. I used so many, I guess, little, they were just like 5-second cuts that I guess it violated the copyright so much, or I don't know the rules. I really don't. But it said my video had a manual review, whatever that means, and it was blocked. So I couldn't even share it with people. So that's why I didn't release. I released that Pure Nisi video, which I did several weeks ago. So it's like in the can in case something like this comes up. Um, so I'm gonna have to recut my silly Star Trek episode, and we'll see how that goes. First time that's happened. I mean, I've had copyright claims, which means that someone will get my ad revenue, which I don't get any ad revenue, so I never worry about it. But it's the first time I've been blocked. Decided not to do Novella November. Well, you know, in November, Gavin Hetherington is doing his last Believe-a-thon. So I'm like, oh, I should really participate in Gavin's Believe-a-thon, Readathon. But I don't know if I am or not because rather than he have what I loved about his one of his earlier believe-a-thons is there's like a little map and you get from point A to point B and you can make your own path through different prompts, which is kind of fun. But this one is a bunch of cards. So you're supposed to shuffle these cards and then pick a card, read a book, and then pick another card and read a book. So rather than designing your TBR at the beginning, it's like throughout the month you're supposed to be, which seems a little difficult for me, but I don't know. Maybe I'll do it. Haven't decided. Okay, I'm getting behind here. It's called Around the World in 80 Pages book tag. I didn't upload it yet. So is it, I bet it's international based or Jules Verne based. Not sure. Wilma, I read a book about a witch who was in love with the dragon slayer, but had to give him and her lives up to realize her true power potential. I cried and cried at the end of that. Can't remember the name. Oh gosh. Anyone know that? A book about a witch who was in love with a dragon slayer. Gosh, I don't know. I don't know. It sounds like a good book, especially if you had an emotional reaction to it. I'm thinking of the Forgotten Beasts of Eld, but it's not quite that storyline. Explore it. I feel like the medium of reading is just not able to make me cry, but I'm probably wrong. Really got you tearing up. Yeah. I find myself tearing up more than actual crying. Um, but there's a couple books that can make me cry. I love a good cry, whether I'm reading a book or watching a movie. It's so cathartic. If I wasn't dead, you're not dead inside. Oh, fit. Okay, so I have this white down, and I have this purple glitter. So I am thinking maybe to go back to this light um, purple. Where's my? There it is. Just a little sponge. So I'm going to put this light lavender, I think, over this cut crease. Which is kind of wet because it is clown white. Oh, I don't think you can see that at all. You know what? I'm going to go in with a pink. I mean, I don't want to do too purple. I don't want a lot of purple on purple, but I think maybe a pink just to keep a contrast. Let's just try it over here. Okay, this isn't showing up at all. Maybe it is. Da-dee-da-dee-da. This is just the white from ColourPop. Oops. Dang it. Okay. Yeah, last couple weeks I was like drawing my crease way up high. So today I was like, oh, I'm not going to go as high. And now I'm regretting it. Okay, let's just... I have this... Is this a foil? Try this at the... Yeah, shimmers are... I mean, they look... They just don't seem to shimmer on my eyes. Okay, let's just go in with the glitter and hope for the best. Everything's fixed with glitter. I don't think I've read Around the World in 80 Days since yeah, it's been a while for me too. Yeah, I love the Shirley MacLaine movie. Jules Verne only put his toe in the water as far as sci-fi. Well, yeah, definitely agree. But Verne wrote, 20,000 Leagues, which is sci-fi. But what am I thinking of? I want to say the day, or am I thinking of Verne? Am I thinking of Lynette? You would know. Is there one, The Days to Come, another Verne book that's like far future? Anyway. Jim, you're always going to be around, aren't you, Will, to protect me? Jim is the wreck, less adventurous, on with not a care in the world. He's also a boy without a dad. Is that from Something Wicked? Oh, you can see the shimmery stuff? Well, maybe I'm wrong, because when I look at the monitor, I don't see it. Yeah, 20,000 Leagues. Okay, right. But you know, when I think of 20 Journey to the Center of the Earth, I really think more of At the Earth's Core by Edgar Rice Burroughs. Oh, I love those old Edgar Rice Burroughs adventures. The reason why I've been doing so much glitter lately is because since I'm not painting my entire lid black and it's so wrinkly and foldy, my over my lid, the glitter just seems to fill it all in. Okay. So as usual, I'm going to be looking down when I put the glitter on so it falls down and onto my eyeballs. And there we are, glitter. And I put that, oh, here it is. Okay. So now we can put on this some black liner. Used to like the old TV series about a submarine. Oh, Fantastic Voyage. I think it was called Fantastic Voyage. A Voyage of the Deep. It sounds familiar. Cappuccino says, I can cry over a book, but not often. Movies are more likely to make me cry. Don't remember the last book that made me cry more than just a little mist in my eyes. Well, I tell you, the Robin Hobb, the very last book of the Elderlings, made me actually cry pretty hard, or hard enough that there's actually tears. That's probably my most emotional reaction. But also keep in mind the Elderling series with Fitz and the Fool. I started reading when it was first published, which was at the 80s. So I was like with these characters for 30 odd years. And this was obviously the swan song of the series, and it really got to me. Okay. Yeah, my problem with makeup is that I'm not artistic. Oh, wow, that went way up high. Meaning, not that I don't have an eye for art, but I can't draw a straight line. Which can be a real problem with drag makeup, especially if you like the type that is really clowny and colorful and over the top big. Okay, let me go switch to the gel liner. I think Robin Hobb might be the next author to make me cry. Things are getting rough, but she also has made me laugh. Yeah, she's such a good writer. I used to think she was underrated because I felt like I was the only one reading her. But she's gotten quite the reputation, at least in Booktube, um, which I enjoy. Fantastic Voyage. Oh, right. With the yeah, I believe it was Asimov, but it was a movie you had Raquel Welch. I remember 'cause they were attacked by like bacteria in her little form-fitting submarine outfit. More likely to cry over, yeah, because it's real. Books rarely make me cry, but they do give me all the feelings. Yep. Okay. So I'm just going to switch to a gel liner. Sorry, I'm not talking, but trying to concentrate. Oh, and yes, I'm painting my eyelashes with gel liner because I don't like mascara, and I don't really care except so they don't look dusty. It's my only goal. Okay. So I am going to come back with I'm going to come back with black to try to set this as well as make it a little bit smoky. Okay. So I think these are the eyes. I almost want to draw a black line, but I think I'm going to restrain myself. But I might make this a little wider. Okay, I think I'm going to stop while I'm ahead. I always regret when I do too much. I was like, oh, if I just stopped a few steps back. Okay, where are we? One book that is never mentioned but I really enjoyed is Plot On Sleepless Child. I don't know that one at all. Only a few reviews of it on Amazon. All the planes in the sky, I think if anything makes me cry, it will probably be this. I refreshed and there you were, Booktube Goddess, YouTube is strange. I'm actually following through. I'm really reading a nonfiction book that I've been wanting to read for many months. Ace by Angela Chen. Haven't heard of that one either. What is it about? Oh, about asexuality. It's about asexuality and what asexuals can reveal about mainstream culture's fixation on sex and how it is the center of many things and how that works and can affect us. Sounds interesting. Did you read the Gollum and the Genie? I thought the first book, the Gollum, I forgot her name already, was sort of a good representation of asexuality. She definitely, in that first book, um, seemed to embody that, which I thought was interesting in a fiction book. Okay. So, what am I doing? What am I doing? I am dusting off this bake. And let me put some blush back on because I just knocked it all off. Yeah, I think I wish I knew how to control this contour. Maybe that's probably a bad idea. Hmm. I think I'm just going to stop as I'm ahead, while I'm ahead. Okay. When this wig shop I buy my wigs from, wigs by Friston. sent me a new pair of lashes, these 301s. So let's try these out. The other pairs, which I've been using for quite a long time, are getting a little old. So let's see. Look. Okay. So following the Wix by Vanity method of putting on eyelashes, we're just going to transfer some of the glue from the lashes. Which is easier said than done. I don't know if any transferred that time. There. Tech. One thing, as I've mentioned before, being in Vegas, it is so dry that things dry out like really quick. Which means I need to be careful. Because I know a few times that when I've done this and I started my lips, by the time I got to my back to my eyes, they were pretty dry. Place ace on your future TBR. Sounds interesting. Yeah, in the first book. But even in the second book, spoiler, when she does have a relationship, and a lot of asexuals are like this, they do it. It seems like she was doing it more to make the partner happy rather than for themselves, if that makes sense. The book is about how being below who look after the elephant, the humans on the surface books. Huh. The beings below are a couple of different species. Interesting. Okay, I'm going to try to put this on. It should be clear, but this is white here, but it's cleared up on my eye. Let's see what happens. Oh, stay up, stay up. Okay. The other thing is I am extremely right-handed. I can't do anything with anything delicate with my left hand, which means it's always hard to. Okay. Look okay. I'm always afraid they're drooping. Which has happened before. When I did those, I did like I don't know, a huge stack of eyelashes on a Trixie Mattel tutorial. And when I tried wearing them, one of them would like not look good. It would really be droopy. Okay. So let's move on to my least favorite part, drawing the lips. Oh shoot, where's that brush I used to draw my lips? One day I will be organized. I think my dream for this is just having a big room to do drag. Okay, well, I can't find that small angle brush. Oh, here it is. The one in my hand. I'm looking for the one in my hand. There's more than one reason to have sex, not just physical attraction. Can be emotional bonding, right? Also procreation. I mean, little thing. Oh, thank you, Lynette. My purple look. Some are neutral, right? Love the purple theme. Agree with Lynette. I've always been slightly ambidextrous, so I use my left hand. Yeah, I saw you do that in your tutorial, your nose contour tutorial. I just can't do it. I just can't. I wish I could do that. And I draw my lips with this brown face paint. I usually extend my lips out, but I don't think I'm going to do that today. So let's see what happens. Let's see what disaster I can cook up. Yeah, I really have no upper lip anymore. As you age, your lips get smaller and smaller. Okay. Oh, that's really. Okay, let's try to fix that. Okay, I guess we'll just go with this shape. Looks uneven to me. Okay, so is Oma giving me advice? I need it. I need all the advice. Practice makes perfect. Yep. I'm lost on my same. What she said. Okay, so I'm not going to do a purple lip today. This purple lipstick is really good, but it stains your lips like a mother. It's my lips were like so stained last weekend. So this gloss, this is a lipstick. Okay, I'm gonna go with pink. And you know, if a lipstick stains and you use your normal lips, it's who cares? But since I overdraw, I won't say what it looked like, but this looks red on camera, doesn't it? I mean, it's pink. What is this color? There's no way I can read it. Oh, here's some bright pink. That's what I wanted. Honestly, I just think I put on some gloss. I don't know what I'm doing. Putting lipstick over gloss. Looks shiny. Okay, I may do something different with this before I film a video. We'll go with this for now. Real quick. How's that look? we're just going to go with this for now. Let me throw on. For those of you who came late, we have an exciting episode being I'm wearing a new wig that I got for the first time. This will be the first time anyone has seen this wig. Wigs by Friston, retired theatrical wig maker from Hawaii. That you need to be fast if you're ordering from him because he just puts a couple things up and he's popular. What's going on with this earring? Hold on. And I wasn't going to buy a wig, new wig, because I've spent so much money on wigs. But I've always wanted a white wig. And I saw one that he put up and I was like, oh, I better get it. But then I ended up getting a second new wig. Which hasn't arrived yet. Okay, I don't know what's wrong with this earring, but are you ready to see? Oh, let's be a little bit in order here. And let me zoom out a little bit because or just bring it down a little bit because this is going to be tall. Okay. Dun 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 dun. Hello. It almost looks like an afro. I think the wig designer said it was inspired by Dolly Parton's 9 to 5. But let's see what she looks like. It is so big. Look how big it is. Oh my God. Oh my God. And it's a hard front. I prefer hard fronts to lace fronts because I'm lazy. But the second wig I got is a lace front. What do you guys think? Oh my gosh. New wig, yay! Oh, I'm getting lipstick all over my teeth. That's the thing about gloss. No, it's not orange mohawk. Sophia, I hate you. Sophia. Wow. Love it. That is big country singer. Yes, like I said, inspired by 9 to 5, Dolly Parton. B. Arthur. Fit, why are you doing this to me? Thank you, Kelly. Oh, Madame Pompadour. It's very airy. This is all teased up. It's not a double stack. He just teases and hairsprays the hell out of his wigs. Frozen Dolly Parton. It's not heavy at all. It is so light. Like my heaviest wig is the double stacked one, but these are super light. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do something about this lipstick because it is just getting all over my teeth. Okay. So this is my purple look with my new white afro style. It's not really an afro, but big round hair. And maybe next week I'll show you the second wig I got, which is I just couldn't help myself. I could not help myself. The paper white is a good color. I think I look good in white. That's why I always go for the grays, but I like the different colors. If you've seen Are You Being Served, Mrs. Slocum always has those wild, different colored hairs. I think it's the white and tallness of it. Yeah. Oh, thank you, Britta. And we'll see how it looks on a green screen. That's what I'm hoping it'll look good. Oh, I did put on gloves. All that. Because as you know, I don't shave my arms or wear fabulous fingernails like Wilma. So I always put on gloves to hide these man arms. Little ring. Okay, so this is the final look. Thank you all for joining me. I really appreciate when you guys show up for these live streams because it really does motivate me. And we'll be here again next week. I don't know what I'm going to film today. Oh yeah, I was going to do the Under the Whispering Door video, and maybe I'll do a reaction or an unboxing or something. Okay, so I think we will leave it here. Thank you once again, and until we meet again, may all the books you read be blessed.